Hi everybody, welcome back to my LinkedIn Lives. I'm Jasmine Navarro, Certified Wellbeing Expert, working with educational institutions and companies, helping them support their family wellbeing challenges. And as you know, every week I interview different experts who make a difference. And today I'm super excited to be interviewing a very good friend and an amazing expert, Leo. Hi Leo, thank you for coming.
Jasmine, thank you so much for having me for the second time. It is a pleasure, and honestly, the impact that you're creating with these lives is massive. So it is an honor to be here.
No, thank you. It's an honor to have you as my guest again. Thank you so much. And you are creating so much impact too. Can you tell everybody about yourself and what you do?
Yes, of course. So my name is Leo, known as Coach Leo. There's a couple of things that I do. So on one side, I am a professional life coach. I work with founders, entrepreneurs, organizations. So there's a couple of things that I do when it comes to that. I impact one-on-one founders and entrepreneurs to really overcome overwhelm and find their powerful voice. In organizations, I work with teams to connect them through emotional intelligence and communication. And as well, I'm a wellness expert too, work with local and international wellness platforms. So this is what I do. I live, eat, breathe, coaching. And just because that was not enough, I felt like I'm so passionate. I guess the silver lining is that I'm so passionate about coaching and about the transformation that coaching brings into this world that a little over a year ago, I came together with a colleague, Alex Verlek, and we decided that we would love to take coaching to the next level and empower coaches to expand their activity. And that's how Coach Global Community for Coaching Mastery was born. Today, we have 70 plus members, 17 plus countries. And I couldn't be more excited for all the members that we have and all the growth that has been happening in the community.
Wow, I'm so looking, and I, as a member of Coach as well, I'm so looking forward to this conversation. Let me just say hi to everybody who's joining. Hi, Nora. She says, really happy to be here watching today. Lovely to see you, Nora. And everybody else who's here, welcome. If you have any questions at all about community, this is what we'll be talking about today. So the title for today that you chose, Leo, was How Community Elevates Coaching Mastery and Success. This sounds amazing. Can you tell us what made you choose this today? And can you give us the points? Yeah.
Absolutely. So as a professional coach, I started my coaching journey in 2018. Since 2020, I coach professionally. And right now, I can say that it is very, very fulfilling, the place where I am in my coaching and in my coaching business as well. Now, the truth is that being a professional coach is by far, I would say, probably the winner from any activity that one can do in life. It is extremely fulfilling to harness and to bring that transformation to people and teams. Yet the reality of being a professional coach is, I would say, the exact opposite what the fulfillment of coaching is, right? Just because, let's keep it real, there's a lot of interest in coaching, and I think for good reason. And a lot of people are going into becoming coaches. And I think that's absolutely incredible. The world needs more coaches. Yet the reality of, let's say, make it sustainable. So make coaching a successful career, a successful business. It takes a completely different set of skills. So when people come into professional coaching, they come with the heart, they come with the desire to help. And that is absolutely the first requirement. Yet only running on desire to help and desire to create an impact does not equal success in coaching. So that's where we came in with the community, just because we felt like as coaches, we are people's people. We are there to create an impact. And as much as we are connected in our coaching sessions, outside of that, the loneliness and the realities of building a coaching business are completely different than being in a coaching session. And what I noticed is that many of my colleagues or peers that were going into coaching were giving up. just because the bar of entry into coaching is fairly low. So it takes maybe a year and a half for anyone to certify from 0 to 100, so to speak. So about a year and a half of, investing, studying, investing time, effort, and you can become a professional coach. Yet from there, once you're a professional coach, having a successful coaching business or career is a completely different journey. Completely different journey. And you're smiling, Jasmine. Does that resonate?
Well, yeah, because we've had so many conversations about this, haven't we, in the past? We trust each other, we've opened up to each other, we've shared our stories, our experiences, and everything you're saying completely resonates. And I think that's why I think it's so important, the work that you're doing, besides being an amazing coach, the community that you're building, because like you said, when we're working professionally in business, it's completely different to having sessions, given sessions. I mean, that's actually the easy bit, isn't it? That's like the luxury side of coaching. So like you said, it can be so lonely. It's, some days you just feel like, I cannot do this anymore. You just feel like you can't do it. But then when you're living with your passion, there's no other way. So no, I completely understand. But actually, I've just had a question come in already on Instagram. So let's just, from Eileen. Hi, Eileen. How are you doing? She says, how do you think being part of a supportive community influences your ability to master your craft as a coach?
Yeah, that's a beautiful question. So as a coach, at least in the beginning of your journey, of your professional coaching journey, you are the tool, right? So as much as we say, at the end of the day, we are there, we bring the space, we hold the space for our clients. And there is something that we need to master as coaches is self-management. Self-management means just truly being there for your client and being in that space where you are already clear with everything that is going on for you, and you can create that safe space for clients to open up and to do the deep work that they're there for. Now, in order for you to self-manage well as a coach, you need to be in a good place. You need to be in a place where you're not desperately running and trying to get clients, or you're not worried about paying your bills. You're not worried about all the mundane things that life actually brings. So how a community helps you with that? Because a community, first of all, will be a very safe space for you to go and to share the challenges that you're facing. Number one. Number two is to get ideas and a place where you can connect with other coaches and maybe create collaborations, maybe create new opportunities for you as a coach. So that's the second thing that a coaching community brings. The third thing is that continuous, as I call it, sharpening of your knife. In the community, we constantly offer and hold masterclasses, advanced coaching skills masterclasses, where you constantly refine and constantly sharpen your skills as a coach as well. So how does all of this play out into you being a good coach and self-managing and being a great coach for your clients? Is that now you've got the worry of being lonely, of not knowing what to do in your business covered. You've got that fine-tuning your mastering, your coaching skills covered. And you've got also that worry about how is it I'm going to do in my business. That is covered as well. So then you can show up fully when you show up in a coaching session, so you can show up fully.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. Exactly. And I think we all need to have a mentor, don't we? Like, we all need somebody to ask questions to, like you said, to share stories with. So, you're not the only ones going through these different experiences. It's just so invaluable. And Nora says, we have another question here. Nora, what are your top 3 tips for a coach to make a successful coaching career?
Yeah, great question. So my 3 top tips would be, number 1, I would say love what you do, and that is important, right? So yeah, absolutely. Number 1, that is the absolutely most important thing. Love what you do. Because even in coaching, you can get sidetracked, you can get into projects that maybe they're not really resonating with who you are.
Yes.
Loving what you do is very important. Number two, I would say understand that being a coach and having a coaching business take completely different skill sets. So if you are a coach and would like to have a coaching business, you need to acquire and master a whole different set of skills that have nothing to do with coaching necessarily, and be okay with that. So
Yes.
accept that you need to acquire, accept that you are at the bottom of this mountain, building a
Yes.
coaching business, and with humility start mastering and learning those skills. So that's probably number two. And number three, absolutely be in a community. And for coaches, it is an absolute must, just because there's so much to figure out. You have so much to figure out as a coach,
So
and
much.
many things have been figured out already. You don't have to be by yourself. It will take you years,
Oh, yeah.
so much longer, to try and figure out everything by yourself. Find a community, join the community, stick to a community that resonates with you. So you will compress years and decades into
Yes.
months, weeks.
Yes. Excellent tips, Leo. Absolutely excellent. And let's say hi to Susan from Ontario. Lovely to see you, Susan, and lovely to see everybody who's joining. We are talking about the power of community, especially in coaching. So Leo, yes, carry on. So you were saying, those tips I completely resonate with.
Exactly. So when it comes to being part of the community, so truly there are so many communities out there, right? Many people ask, well, Leo, what is the difference between ICF, for example, International Coaching Federation, and Coach? Which is a fair question. We have established coaching organizations where coaches can go and can be part of the community. Now, the way we structure Coach and our vision for Coach is that we are not going against, we're not competing with ICF in any shape or form, but if anything, we complement a gap, let's say, in the market that ICF doesn't necessarily cover. So the International Coaching Federation is really focused on really increasing and maintaining a high bar, a high level of the profession. As we know, they offer accreditation, they accredit different coaching modalities, different coaching courses, and their main focus truly is to really and absolutely necessary to set that very high standard and ethics for the coaching as a profession. Very, very needed. Now, Coach is complementing that. How? Because our main focus is not so much the profession. Our main focus is the success of the individual coach. So in that, we in no shape or form compete with ICF, but rather we're completing what ICF is not paying attention to. Our focus is to provide a coaching home for coaches who are in their intermediate certification or who are certified, who already have their coaching business, and also coaches who have a successful business but feel lonely. So it's three group of people. And it provides all of that insight, community, education, training, that one need that the professional coach needs. So that's how we complement ICF, and in no shape or form will compete with them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I have to say, I'm a member of ICF as well. So I'm a member of Coach and I'm a member of ICF. And like you said, I get different things from different memberships. So completely understand with that. But what would you say? I really do understand the power of community, and there's so many things that can help with that. But what would you also say with the power of just listening to yourself? Because this is something that I'm really learning now. Like before, I was always asking others for help, and I think it's always good to ask other people for advice. But now I'm just starting to think, what do I think about this? What do you think about the power of just having the confidence and courage to just listen to ourselves, even if everybody disagrees, but we're going to go for it anyway?
Yeah,
about that?
I love that. I love that question because, well, in the ideal world, every single human being in the ideal world should have that capacity and should have that ability and should have that really relationship and connection with themselves, a healthy relationship with themselves where they include their own voice to the table.
Oh, yeah.
It is and truly having that intuition and listening to that inner voice is the foundation of everything. There's no value in, right, I mean, it's everything. It's the difference between being blown by the wind in the streets of life,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
finding yourself in corners that you have no idea how you got there or has nothing to do with you, or strapping a jet engine to your feet, to your ankles, and really jetting to the direction of where you know you want to be and who you are becoming. To me, this is absolutely everything, the foundation of every single thing, coach, non-coach, is the most important piece. And
yeah.
that's what we mainly help people in coaching with. The main thing we go for is really helping people remember and connect with that inner voice. Because in a community, even if you join a community but you don't listen to yourself, again, it's going to be the same effect. You're just going to be blown away from one side to the other, and you will be moving in life, but you'll make no progress, right?
Yeah.
You feel like you're exhausted, right? Going from one thing to the another, to third, to the fourth, to other people's opinions and so on. But there's not going to be forward movement or any kind of progress. And years later, you'll find
I love
yourself going around and round and round on the same merry-go-round.
Yeah, I love that. So it's not about being lost, because sometimes you can, like, I guess if the community is not right for you, and that's what's really important, is that finding the right community for you, you can almost feel lost in the community. Maybe you could even feel lonelier being in the community if it's not right for you, because you just have this disconnect. But I love what you're saying about having that right community. Then it's actually going to help you be even more yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And we did have few people, so we did have few members who joined, and it was not the right time for them. And although they learned, they enjoyed, they just simply said, "Well, Leo, you know what? We'll come back at another time
Yeah.
because now is not a good time for us." And that's totally okay. So, one thing about Coach is that we offer membership month by month. So compared to ICF, where members have to join for a year, we don't have that yet in place, just because we want to have members who are excited to be there, who found
Yes.
incredible value, and recommit with their membership fees every month. They're
Yes.
recommitting
Yes.
to the coaching community, because guess what? You are going to make the most of the community. The more you are engaged, the more you're going to take from the community. And
Totally.
that's what we want. We want everyone to join, to participate, and to
Yes.
take as much as
Yes.
possible. And most importantly, what makes our day are the success stories. We've heard so many success stories in the community so far. Just for a little history, we had our soft launch in September 2023. Our official launch was on January 25th, 2024. So we're nearing our official first birthday in January. And we already have seen incredible success stories from coaches sharing that they have fully booked schedules, to starting new initiatives in their coaching, to getting new certifications, accreditations, to really collaborating in the community. That's what makes our day, because it takes a lot to put a community together. But
Oh, yeah.
when we see constant progress and success of our members, that's where everything, all the efforts that we put in, are paid off.
Amazing. Amazing. And Susan says, knowing your purpose. I guess, can you tell us a bit more about that, Susan? But yeah, so what would you say about, I guess you have to know your purpose, or maybe you could even find your purpose by being in a community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Where else, if not in a warm, safe, welcoming, sometimes challenging and stretching environment of like-minded people? Because as coaches, we generally have good social lives. We have friends. We generally, coaches would know how to build meaningful and lasting relationships in their
True.
lives. Yet, it is very hard for my loved ones to understand my challenges in my coaching. So we have a unique set of challenges as coaches that even though I have a loving family and amazing friends, you'll be
Yeah.
very, very hard for them to understand what challenges I'm going with.
And sorry to interrupt, but also I think as well the importance of a coaching community for coaches is when you're a coach, like for me, like the conversations I have are just different with coaches than people who are not coaches, because
Absolutely.
you just feel like you can just say what's really on your mind. And I'm doing that more and more anyway. But I think when you know somebody has had similar training to you, and it just helps, doesn't it? But we've got another
It's the same as if you go to a hospital and then there is a group of doctors and they're discussing, patient's case or a challenge, a professional challenges. I wouldn't understand 50% of what that is, but they're having the time of their lives and they feel heard. They're
Exactly.
sharing, they're learning, right? So
Yeah.
coaches were the same way because it's so specific, the language that we use, the
Same
just
language. Yeah.
exactly. When we get together, we
You're
need
right.
that half gibberish for everybody else, but
Yeah.
really deep and laser focused conversation. That's how we grow and enrich as
Totally.
coaches.
That's so fun actually, because somebody was talking to me about golf, and I really wanted to say, look, you may as well be speaking a foreign language right now because I have no idea what you're talking about. So that totally resonates. We've got a question here. So, do you believe success in coaching is more sustainable when it's shared within a community? I know you do, but why?
Yeah, beautiful. Well, we know that proverb, if you want to go fast, go along. If you want to go far, you have to go with your village. So it's not about, so being successful in coaching is not about going fast and burning out, which, by the way, I see a lot.
Oh yeah, me included in the
Yeah.
past.
Yeah. Because I see these people just jumping in and going full in, and that's amazing. Yet, you as you move on slowly, you see people just falling out, just dropping out just because it's too much. Now, the goal is success to me is sustainability. It's not about how fast you go, is will you be here doing what you love, enjoying your life in 5 years, in 7 years, in 10 years,
Yeah.
in 15 years, right?
Yeah.
That to me is
Yeah.
success. That to me is coaching
Yeah.
success. And a
Yes.
community will hold you. A community will hold you and will hold the mirror for you
Oh
when you are burning out, when you are stepping into, let's say, places that you shouldn't. It will hold a space in the mirror where you can go back and check in with yourself and say, hey, guys, this is what's happening to me. Is this normal? Am I going into the right place? Or getting
yes.
ideas, or getting
Yeah.
that space where you can just go and rant and vent after
Yeah.
maybe a weird coaching session, instead of shutting down, internalizing
Yes.
everything,
Yes.
taking everything in and just dropping out.
And those conversations are so important, aren't they, for your
Yes,
personal growth?
yes,
So
yes.
important.
Personal and professional also. There's a lot to say about professional
True.
growth as well. Because as coaches, as I say, we are the tool. And unless you have that constant professional conversations and trainings, we fall into habits, into patterns,
Yes. Yes.
and
Yes.
even our coaching range narrows a lot.
Yeah.
So when
Oh, yeah.
you
That's true.
constantly have those conversations, because in our community, spontaneously, almost every day, there's a lot of
Mm.
conversations around practical scenarios in
Yes.
coaching,
Yes. Yes.
and bringing that constant conversations about.
Reminding. We need reminding constantly, to be honest. I know I do.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupt you. And Susan says, once you know your purpose, all you need comes to you as all your senses are in full tune. Oh, I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. And
absolutely.
your antenna sees all the opportunities. I actually saw an interview about this actually the other day. Completely
Yeah.
understand. I completely agree with that. No, thank you. Yes. So let's see if we have any more questions. And on Instagram, is there anything else you want to tell us, Leo, while I look at the
Yes, of
question?
course. So we often get the question, when is it a good time to join coach? Generally, I'd say if you are looking to become a coach or you're thinking into taking a coaching course, we are not a good fit, because coach is specifically designed for coaches who have gone already through the first basic training, so to speak. So if you are in your certification journey, you are welcome to join coach. If you just certified, you're welcome to join coach. If you are fully certified and you have your coaching practice, you're more than welcome to join coach. So this community is for people who are really taking coaching seriously as a profession. So if this is you at any levels that I mentioned, you're more than welcome to join. And there is a lot for you to explore, and there's a lot for you to grow into. So if you are having any doubts, if you have any questions, is this for me? Would this be suitable? Is this suitable for me, or are they suitable for so vice versa? You're more than welcome to just simply reach out to me here on LinkedIn, on Instagram. You'll find the links to my profiles. Let's have a conversation. I'm always happy to invite everybody into the community, give them a tour, as I said, because for me is a clubhouse. So if you imagine a physical clubhouse, a literal house, the community is the same. Our online community is the same. So we have a living room, we have a library, a study, we have a kitchen. So we have different spaces within our online community where we offer the similar experience as in person. Now, one more thing I'd like to say is that coaching is generally a calling, a life purpose for many. And many people find it later in life. And when they do, it's that bloodline, is that oxygen that they knew they were looking for their entire life. It's truly very special to be a coach. Now, in order for coaches to become successful, it takes a higher bar to entry.
And there's no quick.
Sorry?
Nothing's quick as well.
Nothing is quick, and there's a higher bar to entry, yet it is possible. What maybe there's one message I'd like to leave everybody with is that it is possible to be successful as a coach. It is possible to make it sustainable. It is possible to do what you love. Absolutely is possible. Yet that requires a certain level of training, of awareness, of dedication, of passion, of commitment. And we believe that at Coach, we provide that space for people who want to take coaching seriously to the next level. I truly believe that we have created in Coach that kind of environment that will keep you on track to, and not to achieve, maybe is not the right word, but to be in your coaching journey as a professional coach where you want to be.
Amazing. We just have one more question. What's one thing you would recommend to coaches who want to maximize the benefits of joining Coach?
Yeah, beautiful question. Be active. So that is the biggest advice I have. Be active. If you're joining, be selfish and make the most out of it. And that means participate, join all the calls, ask all the questions. No question is a stupid question. Reach out to fellow coach members, create collaborations, join our groups where we do peer-to-peer coaching, where we do, we have a hot seat where we discuss each other's businesses. Be active. If you are joining, be selfish, be active, and also give. What is a skill that you have? Give to the community, share your skills, because in that instant taking and giving flow, that's where the magic happens. And the biggest success stories we had from coach members were actually from the people that were mostly engaged in the community.
Totally. You get what you put in, don't you? So I completely agree with that. Yes. And Nora says, thank you. This is very powerful and eye-opening to the importance of belonging to a community as a coach. Thank you so much, Nora. And thank you so much. Leo, is there anything else you want to say before we go? But please, can you, by the way, put all of your links to the website, to Coach, to everything on the post?
Yes.
On the original post.
Absolutely. So first of all, I just want to say thank you, Jasmine, for having me. And thank you for all the incredible impact that you're creating. Again, I'll just want to reaffirm, this is an absolute pleasure and honor seeing what you do. I'm learning from you every day. So that's the first thing. The second thing, if you are a professional coach and you are serious about making it as a coach, you have to join Coach. And I say that I say this with certainty.
You have to.
You have to. And I say this with certainty. Why? Not because Alex and I were so amazing, the co-founders. If anything, we are probably 0.1% of the community. You have to join because we have incredible people in our community, incredible skill sets, incredible minds, incredible experience. So you have to join Coach. You have to come in, get inspired, learn, share, and truly, truly step into your full purpose as a coach.
Right. You heard it from Leo there. And I think the best thing about it, if you don't like it, you can just leave. You're not
have
to. Exactly. But no, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. If you have any questions about the power of community, or you want to have more information about Coach, which is an amazing community, please message Leo directly, and she's going to put her links on the post as well. And thank you, everybody, for joining. I will see everybody next week.
Thank you so much.